Hello, welcome again to Ace Attorney. And something falls. I think my dignity. Anyway, sorry. Let me fix this very quick. Anyway, welcome again to Ace Attorney. We are impersonating Mia. Ooga ooga, yeah. Oh, Jesus Louise, I'm sorry. Wanna say thanks, you are really good. You will hook me up. Thanks, we're almost there. Once I prove that she committed the crime. Yeah, but there is one more big obstacle we got to get past. Obstacle? What is it? Armando? Yeah, motive. Why was Melissa Foster killed a policewoman anyway? Motive, huh? Anyway, we are still badly in need of information. Information, right. What we need the most info is this Melissa Foster herself. All we know is that she's a student studying literature. And one more thing. What is it? Well, the incident that happened 5 years ago, of course. The kidnapping murder case of Zebra Boy on the death row. I did nothing, I didn't kill nobody, I never lied. It's flawless. In that case, tell us more about it. About what happened 5 years ago. Oh, we're getting messy. Okay, I trust you. That day 5 years ago, I dream of it every day. This picture reminds me of everything. Beach looks the same just like then, 5 years ago. Like it could fall apart anytime, minute. Anytime? It's been broke like that for at least 5 years. Huh. Sorry buddy, but you sound like the one that could fall apart any minute. It's true, I did kidnap her. 5 years ago. I kidnapped my girlfriend. Dahlia Hawthorne. Your girlfriend? Huh? Hey, hold on there. You say Hawthorne? The victim's last name. Dahlia Hawthorne is Valeria's little sister. What? Are you serious? No, let her go! Shut up! Come closer, and I'll kill her. Sorry, but you are not going to have the chance. One wife! The theft back then was Valeria Hawthorne. At first I thought shooting someone for kidnapping was crossing the line, but it was to protect her little sister. I can understand why she did it. Wrong, no, not protect sister. Valeria betray me. Betray us. What do you mean she betrayed you? Everything. All lies. All make-believe kidnapping too. Make-believe kidnapping? Dahlia, my girlfriend. My love. My teen angel. Did he actually say teen angel? He's seen too many soap operas. I do anything she says, anything Dahlia says. Anything Dahlia says? Hold on a minute. What you're saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by, yeah, me and Dahlia. And Valeria too. Valeria was in on it too. Dahlia family is rich. Sure, jewelry, business. We got one jewel that was what we thought. Me and Dahlia wrote kidnapping note we sent to her dad. Asked for $2 million diamond, tell him make exchange for Dusky Bridge. On Dusky Bridge. We're telling Valeria make transfer calls. She knew detective. What? Having a police detective in your pocket is a useful thing, alright? In the end, you were planning on splitting the $2 million 3 ways, huh? Yeah, but that woman! That woman, Valeria, she did it for real. She shot me for real. Me and Dahlia. Oh, shutting her up, Dahlia. She jumped into the river. Jump? You don't mean she jumped on purpose, do you? I couldn't do it. I could never push her. Anyway, I black out. I wake up with police all over me. And that's when they decided to give you a death sentence. I couldn't believe it. That woman, she betrayed me. That man, Terry LaFalls, he killed her. He threw her off the bridge. He threw my beloved sister into the roaring river for the 5th belay. These 5 years, all I wonder is why? Why? Why did she lie? That's all I want to know. So that's why you call her, you wanted to hear the truth from Valeria herself. Yes, but I forgot what she looks like, so I tell her to wear a scarf. I don't want to hurt her, just ask why. Why did you lie? Why did you betray me? Just want to hear an answer come from her mouth, that's all. So that's why you made a crazy escape like that. Just one thing, Zebra Boy. My senses are tingly all over it. All over. Tell me, Mr. Falls, where is it? Wait, what? Huh? Where's that? Come on now, kitten. Where's the ransom? The $2 million diamond. Remember that now? Did you give it back to Pops? Did the police take it? I don't know. Huh? You don't know? No, really, I don't know. It's gone. With Dahlia. With Dahlia? That day on the bridge. Dahlia put it in the backpack. Ah! Now gone with Dahlia. Gone forever. And the Eagle River. It disappeared with Dahlia, huh? Wait a minute. You can't come back now. We're about ready to go. Mr. Holmes, just one more question. When you said with Dahlia, you mean the diamond is still missing? Along with the body of Dahlia Hawthorne? Never found her. My sweet Dahlia. Then I found her. Swallowed by the river. Gone, Dahlia. My teen angel. You're a teenager? Oh my god. How old was she anyway? Just 14. 14?! We're robbing cradles before diamonds. She plans on faking Madeline disappearing to the river with a rock worth $2 million. Man, oh man, angels these days. Flawless takes the fall and gets one-way ticket to that girl. Is that a hold on an angel or she really It's time, kiddo. Looks like we have a few more aces up for our sleeves now. Ben! The training wheel comes off now, Mia. You got to strike while the iron's hot. That's one of my rules, remember? Remember? As a first trial, that's impressive, by the way. That's true. Now then, let's continue with the trial of Mr. Terry Fowles. Witness, are you feeling better? Yes, Your Honor, I'll try my best. You're a brave young lady. Not this again. I can understand the defense lawyer wants to get her client off the hook. However, I try to pin the crime on an innocent student is. What are you talking about? My witness is not the person on trial here. She's an innocent bystander with witness a violent crime, that's all. What possible reason would a girl like this have to murder a policewoman? It's certainly hard to imagine this woman as a murderer. A motive, huh? I figured that's what I had to establish next. Well, Miss Faye, do you have any evidence of a motive? Yes, of course, I think. You're still acting as tame as a kitten. Mr. Armando, listen. A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. Smiling on the outside while your guts are twisted in the knots in the mark of a pro. Maybe so, but I wish you would quit grinding at me like that. Excuse me, may I speak, Mr. Judge? Of course! Mr. Judge is ready anytime you like. I like to say something. Some people here are suspicious of me, right? That's why I at least wanted to Mr. Judge to know that it's not true. Huh? I see, you're such an honest, upstanding young lady. It looks like these witnesses are real professional. What do you mean? Look at Hunter Watt smile. That's when things are darkest for her. Click, she lights right up. Very well then, let's hear what the witness has to say. I was out of the country until the year before last. Until I entered college, I had never been to Eagle Mountain before, and I certainly don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer. Holding a grudge and killing the officers who testified against you 5 years ago, or kidnapping a poor girl just thinking the defendant is a terrible, horrible monster. Out of the country, huh? Precisely. Furthermore, she has no possible motive for committing murder. Indeed. Up to bed, kitten. Sharpen those clothes and put on your best smile. You bet. Somehow I have to tie her on this case. You know about that incident, but weren't you out of the country until the year before last? Well, I saw a report about the escaped convicts on the news. They had an in-depth report about his whole history. You were still living abroad 5 years ago, is that right? Yes, I can't let her get away with this lies. Listen to me, she neck deep in this whole thing. Somehow you're just going to have get her showed to call her true self. Okay. was not that. A grudge? Well, the policewoman testimony was crucial, wasn't it? Crucial in getting the defendant sentenced to death. Yes, and that's precisely why he harbored such deep anger against her. So much anger that he forgot his own guilt. My client has always maintained that he's innocent of those charges. He's rather forgetful, your client, I mean. Not only did he forget about what he did, but he forgot the poor policewoman as well. What do you mean by that? Your client, he forgot what the detective looked like, right? It's too bad for her that he didn't forget about her testimony as well. Well, she read about that in his phone. He's kind of forgetful. He said he forgot what the detective looked like. What do you mean by that? Well, he couldn't tell who was without some kind of identification, right? Well, right, that's why the victim was wearing a scarf as an identification. Why is he had been wearing a white scarf like that? That he probably would have tried to kill me. That's true. He's clearly a bitter man. This is bad. Mr. Boulder's reputation just keeps getting worse and worse. Sometimes it's best not to probe too deep. What I should do with that last statement? I will add it to the testimony. I know what the witness said just now was tremendously important. I'd like to add it to the official testimony. The prosecutor has no objection. After all, the defendant is a killer and a mentally unbalanced one with that. The testimony only helps to further prove that point. No, that's not why. Enough witness, if you would. My pleasure, Mr. Judge.
Objection!
Witness! I want you to look at this photo. You start to see the photo, but look at the scarf here the victim wore as an identification. Are you talking about this scarf right here, huh? Yes, that is the scarf the policewoman was wearing. Got her now, just don't mess it up. But that's strange. In your testimony you stated the following. I guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing a white scarf. White? This is the scarf you identify as belonging to the victim. But it certainly doesn't look white to me. Well, it's what foggy that day, it wasn't raining as well. I'm not surprised that she mistook it for a white. Sorry, but not this time. The witness just confirmed this was the victim's scarf. Yes, but what's the significance? You sure that the scarf doesn't look like what? There's only one explanation for this mixed up. The reason why the witness thought the scarf was white is... Witness! Have you ever seen this note? Note? No, never. It's top secret evidence, there's no reason that you will have. The flip. I wonder about that. What do you mean? This note shows Mr. Fall's instruction to the victim regarding to their meeting. He says, wear white scarf for identification. White scarf? Witness, you knew that this note said. It's because you knew that you slipped up mistakenly said white scarf. Well, Miss Foster? Order! Miss Edward, I'm waiting for an explanation. I'm quite sure this note wasn't leaked to the public. And yet, the witness knew exactly what the note said. At the time of the murder, the number of people that knew were quite limited. Harry Falls, well, whatever the things she said. The person who wrote the note, Valeria Houghton, is another. And finally, one more person. You say one more person? That's right. A person that no one would have suspected. Have you figured it out, kitten? Yep. The third person that knew contents the note was... And the person is... Dahlia Houghton. Dahlia Houghton, never heard that name before. Look at the victim note, this is what it says. Talk to Dahlia, tell her this time there's her name right there. What is it? So who this person is? This Dahlia Houghton. Miss Faye must have been desperately trying to bring the dad back to life. The dad? Dahlia Houghton was the victim's deceased younger sister. She was killed in a crime 5 years ago. Killed in a crime, you don't mean? Yes, she was kidnapped and killed by Terry Fowles. You say she was killed, but was she really? What are you implying? Of course, people thought she was died 5 years ago, when she fell off the Dusky Bridge and was lost in the Eagle River. However, her corpse was never found. She was declared legally dead 5 years ago. As far as the law is concerned, Dahlia Hawthorne is officially dead. But the fact remains that her body was never recovered. Dahlia Hawthorne was 14 years old 5 years ago. Nobody, not a single soul had any problem that he was dating with someone so much older. Or at least I hope he's older. I don't know. He looks like, I don't know, The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. I don't know. I don't know how old he will look like. I don't know his age. Actually, what is his age? I think it's written here. 25. So he was 5 years ago. He was 21. 14 years old. 21. That's messed up, man. If she were still alive, she will be 19 now. Melissa Foster? I believe that's the same age you are. Objection! Even you couldn't, Miss Faye. You are not saying. Flip. But I am. That is precisely what I'm saying. This weekend before us is the girl that was kidnapped and killed 5 years ago. This girl is in fact Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Nani? Nice work. That was like tossing a grenade to a fire alarm. You know, some kind of alarm fire. Unless you can tie all the loose ends. There's nothing but a hit and run now. So I understand. I guess nature can put this whole case on his head. Thanks my chance to make Miss Address burn. Witness, just who are you anyway? I didn't think it comes to this, but that's enough. You don't have to say any more, witness. Yes, I understand. What? Miss Address, explain yourself. Your Honor, I have an admission to make. I honestly never thought the defense will pursue the matter this far. You don't mean... Yes, the prosecutor's office isn't filled with fools, you know. Naturally, we conduct a full background checks on all our witnesses. What did he say? It looks like the kid knew. He knew her true identity from the get-go. No way, but then why? You hadn't revealed her secret. He wasn't going to say anything about it. All he wanted was her testimony, so he made a little trade. Let me introduce to you the victim's younger sister, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne! How damaged, boy. But I thought she died 5 years ago. I thought us as well, but, well, as you can see. Why? Why did she hide her identity for 5 years? That has nothing to do with her current case. She was married an accidental witness to a crime. I object. But she died, I don't believe that for a minute. For the last 5 years she's been playing the role of a victim. And how we find her acting suspicious at the scene of another murder? Really, Miss Faye? I must say your strategy I have here is painfully obvious. You're trying to pin your client's crime of an innocent witness in order to win. At any cost. How dare you? Please let us take a moment to think. 5 years ago, this girl was kidnapped and nearly killed. But even worse than that, 5 years later. Dahlia Hawthorne lost something much more precious, her big sister. Miss Faye must be insane and even suggests that she murdered her. What? I'm inclined to agree with the prosecutor logic. I'm also inclined to agree that it's all fake. Miss Faye, do you have any evidence to back up your assertion? What possible reason would the witness have to killing her beloved sister? They are not sister. They actually are, they're not their stepsister. Well, you see, I thought he was winning, but somehow he turned it around. If I'm not wrong, they're not like relatives, actual relatives. I think you need a little push in the right direction. The defense is prepared to present evidence supporting our claim. If I recall correctly, I could be wrong, but I remember they were not relative. That wasn't me. It was this guy, this crazy coffee addict. I didn't say anything. I think we all heard enough empty threats from you, old man. What makes you think they're empty, boy? Because your protégé looks like she's sweating bullets. I am sweating bullets. You think you are in a tough spot, huh? Of course, aren't I? No, you just arrived at the moment of truth, that's all. Whether you win or lose, that's up to you. Up to me? The rashness of you, how charming. It's coming from someone younger than me. Now then, let's not waste any more time, Miss Faye. What motive will these Smithers have for murdering her own sister? Well, very hard. Stupid rock. What is this? It's the first I hear a joke. If so, I certainly don't get the punchline. Well, Miss Faye? Oh, that was the rashness of youth. The rashness of youth? What's your Oh, what? I actually got damaged by her. Oh my god. Let me just stay here for 5 years, kid, there must be a good reason for that. Somehow it must involve whatever household. Okay, sometime. Careful this time. It's not Oh! Oh. Wait, what?
Take that!
What is this? Is this the fancy idea of a joke? Oh, goddamn. I really don't know what I'm supposed to present. Okay. Okay, never mind. The story starts after Terry Falls escaped. He called Valeria and told her he wanted to meet. This is the note she left. He says, talk to Dahlia, tell her this time the whole truth must come out. Valeria Houghton gave Dahlia a warning. She told her she was going to go to reveal the whole truth. The whole truth? There was a dangerous important secret between Valeria and Dahlia. That's the reason Dahlia felt she had to kill Valeria. To keep her mouth shut permanently. There is a story, Miss Faye, if you like fiction, that is. Enlighten the core, Miss Faye, that was the secret that was so important. Where's your evidence? Dahlia and Valeria also in Terry Falls. There's only one important secret that connects them all. Oh yes, I noticed it. Your Honor, the defense would like to request further testimony. What testimony? Regarding the kidnapping 5 years ago, we believe it will explain a lot of things. Such as the nature of the important secrets between the Houghton sisters. Very well, I grant your request for the further testimony. I know it'll be painful for you, but can you enlighten us once more by a little maple leaf? Yes, I'll try, Mr. Judge. Put it on the old charm one more time, Dahlia. But this will be the last time you hide behind your womanly wiles. 5 years ago, I was kidnapped by Mr. Falls. The ransom price was a raw diamond. My sister Valeria brought it to the bridge. After she made the exchange, she shot Mr. Falls in the arm. And I fought. That's why Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind. I survived, but I was afraid I might be kidnapped again for my family's money. So I decided to change my identity and start a new life. The kidnapping left her emotionally scarred. With her sister's help, she left the Houghton family and started all over again. And we are to believe after all that she murdered her sister? Preposterous. Thank you, Miss Edward, Miss Faye. Yes, Your Honor. You've heard the witness is still traumatized from the kidnapping. I'll ask you again to be extremely gentle in your cross-examination. Miss Edward got to the jump on me again. If we are not allowed to fight, then let's twist some arms. Listen up, we still got that info. That is up on our sleeve. What info? Yeah. Come on, kitten. Don't say you've forgotten already. The fact that kidnapping 5 years ago was staged. That's right, it was a fake kidnapping. Terry Falls told us in the lobby. I do anything she say, anything God says. What you're saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by? Yeah, me and Valeria too. Yes, that's it. The fake kidnapping is your best shot, Mia. That's their secret. 5 years ago.
Objection!
You say that Mr. Fall is pushing into the Eagle River. However, that's hard to believe. But it's true, I feel a push on my back. I certainly believe it was Mr. Falls. I'm sorry, I guess I wasn't clear enough. I shouldn't have said that it's hard to believe. You should have said that it's impossible. Impossible? That's the call recalled to condition of Dusky Bridge, now and 5 years ago. The bridge hasn't changed one bit in the last 5 years. If someone had pushed you from behind as you have claimed, you'll be a splat on the floor instead of being carried away by the river. You will have been smashed by the bedrock. More certain death. You understand how Dahlia Hawthorne? The very notion that my client pushed you from behind is impossible. Your Honor, this event occurred 5 years ago. Why, for all we know, the water level in the river may have been higher back then.
Objection!
But it's 40 feet from the bridge to the river. A small change in the water level wouldn't have made such difference. You're right. If the events occurred just as the witness has testified, then the defendant couldn't have pushed the witness into the river. Young lady, what's the meaning of this? You see, Just a moment, Your Honor. It's true that the witness testified that the defendant pushed her into the river. However, she never stated that she fell from the back end of the bridge. What? What do you mean? After being shot in the arm, it's plausible that Mr. Flo's panicked. Therefore, he could have unwittingly pushed her on the side of the bridge. If it's that true, she would have fallen into the river. Well, Miss Hawthorne, is Mr. Edward's explanation correct? Now that you mention it, I do remember now when I fell off the bridge. My skirt got caught onto one of the bridge side wires. You can't see this. Order in the court. You see, Miss Faye's assault has finally reached its conclusion.
Objection!
Not now, Mia. This is no time to retreat. Unfortunately for you, this is just the start of Miss Faye's assault. I believe your reasoning went something like this, Mr. Edward. After being shot in the arm, it's plausible that Mr. Foles panicked. Therefore, he could have unwittingly pushed her off the side of the bridge. However, once again, I'm forced to say that's impossible. You're ridiculous, that's not. What's so impossible about it? Because you flow logic underneath the court record. Wait, what? This one?
Take that!
Unfortunately, the error is yours, not mine. Uh-oh, here it comes. Miss Faye, at this point, the trial can just let that pass. Uchi, come on, Mia. Time to think it over. Real reason went something like this. After being shot in apples. However, once again, it was impossible. Your Honor, all of the answers are right here in this photo. Take a look at the wires supporting both sides of the bridge. They extend up to the 5 feet of the ground. It will be impossible to push someone off from there. But let's remember the size and strength of the defendant. Wires like this wouldn't be a problem for him. He could have easily picked it up at 14 years old and thrown her over. So young and already so forgetful, Mr. Edward. Well, Mr. Fowler has been shot in the right arm. And more importantly, Valeria Hawthorne had their gun trained on him at point blank range. So, Mr. Fowler is throwing the witness off the bridge. That is clearly impossible. Order! What is the meaning of this? Valeria Hawthorne, you jumped to the Eagle River intentionally. What? What is this? What was that random roar? What do you mean by such a ridiculous remark? Yes, it's ridiculous. My sister was there to help me. She had her gun and handcuffed. She could have saved me. Jumping into a raging river like that would have been a suicide. Perhaps, but still that's exactly what you did. You were probably confident that you could handle the swift of current, or even more so. The winter has much more compelling reason to jump into the river. Then what is it? What's so important that she wants to jump into the river? The witness is still alive. This fact alone explains everything. This is why she risked her life jumping into the river. 5 years ago, something else disappeared along with Dahlia's that day. The item Valera brought to the Monte with her, a $2 million diamond. No. Can be. Yes, Dahlia had a whole plan from the beginning. The $2 million, she was going to keep it all for herself. For Miss Falls to help her fake and kidnapping. Bang. At the last minute, she betrayed him and threw herself into the river. With the ransom tugged away safely in her backpack. Wait, why is that simply ridiculous?
Objection!
Your Honor, 5 years ago, the Witcher was only 14 years old. Do you really think a 14 years old is capable of such demonic plan? This woman is a demon! There was one more person who helped make the demon out of her. Her sister, Valeria Hawthorne. You mean the victim was involved in the kidnapping plot as well?
Objection!
But she was a detective then. You're saying she participated in her sister kidnapping? Precisely. I'm sure that it weighed heavily on her conscience for the past 5 years. This is the sole reason behind the victim's murder. What do you mean by that? On the day of the murder, after receiving the phone call from Mr. Falls, Valeria called her sister Dahlia, and then she told her what she was planning to do. Dahlia's planning to do? She was going to tell the whole truth, as she wrote in her note. That is what sealed Valeria's Hawthorne's fate. That is when you hatch your demonic plan to kill two birds with one stone. Plan that will endure and sure. Neither of your accomplices to the kidnapping will talk. And that is why you killed your sister Valeria Hawthorne. Who is that? Laughing at a time like this? Forgive me, it's just hilarious. Witness, is that you? You amuse me, woman. Miss Mia Fey. It has certainly weave exciting tale. Naturally, you have the evidence to back it up, don't you? Evidence? Evidence that I planned kidnapping, of course. That are 14 plotted with my Mr. Fowles and Miss my sister. Well, and one more thing. What happened to that $2 million diamond? You can provide evidence to at least show that. Well, Miss Fey? I don't know. What a joke. You, Miss Fey. Are you stupid or something? Can't prove a fake time dummy that happened 5 years ago. I don't even have decisive proof of Valeria Hawthorne's murder. Why do you seem we come to the land? To be honest, the witness behavior does raise certain suspicious. However, I am forced to reject the assertion made by the defense. Of course you are. Is this it? Is really over? The girl has made a fool of me and there's nothing I can do about it. Huh. Without evidence, the trial is over, huh? We decided. Armando! Come on now, kitten. Haven't you figured out that you can make your own rules? For example, even if there's no evidence, there's still testimony. Testimony? On the day in question, Dahlia Hawthorne murdered her sister, Valeria Hawthorne. He hid the body in the trunk of Mr. Fowles' stolen car and then went to meet him with her. Disguised as her sister, Valeria Hawthorne. That's what you think, right? Yes, that's right. In that case, there's only one answer, right? There's only one person left who can testify about Valeria Hawthorne's murder. Since there is no proof, there's only one thing left to do. Who is this one person who can testify although that demon crimes? Your Honor, defense wishes to call a new witness. A witness? Yes, we would like to hear the testimony of Terry Fowles. The defendant? There's only one person that can shed any further light on the situation. Only one person that knows that Dahlia wrote in kidnapping was. Only one person that can say whatever the person in the photo is Valeria Hawthorne. But it was fact her youngest sister, Dahlia, disguised as her. There's only one person who can solve this riddle once and for all. And that person is Terry Fowles. Mr. Edward, what's your take on this? Why not? The prosecution has no objection. Very well. Bailiff, bring the defendant to the witness stand. This is my last chance, Mr. Fowles. My last chance to establish Dahlia's guilt. You all I have left. Defender, you heard everything that's been said up to this point, yeah? I don't believe it, no way. Dahlia died 5 years ago, Valeria betrayed me. Mr. Falls, I don't know what she said to you 5 years ago, but one thing is clear. That is very much alive, and you were used for $2 million. That's not true. Mr. Falls, there's only one question I want their answer to. 2 days ago on Dusky Bridge, who did you meet? Was it Valeria Hawthorne or was it Dahlia Hawthorne? Dahlia, did you betray me? 5 years ago, she promised never, ever betray each other. Terry, Dahlia, it's true. It's true, you're alive. You don't trust me anymore. That makes me sad. Not the truth, the real truth. I believe in you. I shouldn't need to say it, you should already know. But there's one thing that I will say. My life is in your hands right now, Terry. Dahlia. I will allow Mr. Falls to testify once and once only. Well done, Miss Falls. Joe will be final testimony in this trial. Witness. Hey, I'm sorry. Apologize. Water, please. Water. Huh? I can't talk. I need water. Huh. Oh well, I guess I'll have to be my coffee instead. This will match the way you're probably feeling right now. Nothing better than hell itself. Wow. That day, 4 p.m. I stopped the car. I was in front of the bridge. She wasn't there, so I waited for her on the bridge. I watched my car from the bridge. I never put no body in that car. Finally, one woman came. She stood in front of me. We talked, then she left. That was Valeria, not my Dahlia. Wonder what she said. It's false. You're covering for her. You think she will? That's it out, Miss Faye. His last statement was a fitting way to end the final testimony of the trial. Well then, Miss Faye, please proceed with cross-examination. Is it how you wanted, Mr. Falls? Another guilty verdict to go along with your death sentence? There's only one person who can stop it. You, kitten, I think.
Objection!
So when you got to the bridge, no one had arrived, huh? So you waited on the bridge, you sure that? Yeah, I'm sure. You're sure, huh? Well then I'm sure too, Mr. Falls. I'm sure that you are lying. Huh? What? I would love to hear your rationale on this, Miss Faye. You want to know who arrived at the bridge first? Just look at this photo, it's perfectly clear. Obviously the person that came first will be the one to end at the end of the bridge, right? But that's the victim at the end of the bridge. Precisely my point. In other words, Mr. Falls, you must have arrived at the bridge after she died. She did. What? What? Mr. Falls, please don't get so worked out. We just want the truth. I got there around 4 o'clock. It's true. I had somewhere to go, a special place. You got this special place before you went to the bridge? Yeah, it's an old temple about 50 minutes from the bridge. 5 years ago, me and Dahlia, we promised each other. We swore we wouldn't betray each other. She brought a memento to represent our love. A memento? 5 years ago, I hid it under the base of the tree. It's a special memory for me. This is it. This is what I went to get. Huh. This little bottle of an ancient memento. It's quite charming. It looks empty. Your Honor, you heard what my client said. They arrived at the scene at 4 o'clock. I then left his car unattended and walked away. He was gone for approximately 30 minutes. Without much time, Dahlia Hawthorne could have easily hidden the body in the trunk of his car. Indeed, there certainly was enough time for it. I still got a chance. Mr. Falls, there's no mistaking it. Your period was empty. Mr. Falls? That's enough. Please. Witness? I promised her 5 years ago. If it ever happens that we can't trust each other no more, then we're supposed to drink bottle now. Stop the trial! Your Honor, we need arrests! I was stupid. Couldn't keep promise. So I did it. I dreamt this. No, we're so close. Just a little more. It's going to prove your innocence. No, I don't want that. Don't trust self. Maybe kill again. Kill Spitali again. Miss Foles! Mr. Armando. Thanks for the coffee. Mr. Foles! And so my first trial ended suddenly and tragically. It ended with no winners, only loser. Ended up with a wound that cut so deep in my soul, I thought I'd never heal. I'm sure it was the same for the young prosecutor as well. But one person, the true criminal Dahlia Houghton, she left the courtroom with a secret smile, her demoniacal sweet face. Unforgivable, that witch. That bitch! Sorry. Let me rephrase it. Mr. Armando, we're so close to the truth. It was right there in front of us. You were just a little too soft kitten. It's my fault. It's all my fault that Mr. Foles killed himself. And basically, it's like watching Frozen second time. You know that is a motherfucker, you know? It's like, oh, that was a fucking bitch. Well, you can already kind of intuitively know what the fuck she did, you know? So, this is like before the other trial about Phoenix Wright. Don't cry, kitten. You are going to make my coffee all salty. I knew it! I knew it wasn't cut out for this. Mia. Oh, yeah, the music. The soundtrack. Did you get it? I can't cry yet. So cool! So cool! The only time a lawyer can cry is when he's alone. Mr. Armando! Mr. Armando! Mr. Armando! You're making me laugh! No matter how tough the case, no matter how bitter the memories, they always fade over in time. And you file them away, eventually forget them. Until the tragic event that happened. 1 year later in this very same courthouse, I myself go wrap up in the case. Dum. If you know what I mean. The previous episode. No, the previous episode. The first episode of the trial and tribulation. Only after that did Dahlia Houghton get put on trial for crimes. It was only one of the many crimes. She killed so many people. She was serial. She's a serial! The verdict that has ultimately handed down to her was death sentence. Guilty, of course, naturally. When the verdict was read, she had a perfect angelic smile on her face. Angelic smile? It was finally all over. At least that's what I thought at the time. Unfortunately, I could have been more wrong. It's been 5 years, but now something had happened that's made me remember all this. As you can see, he's on hospital bed. If you notice. Turnabout beginnings. This is the epilogue. Ladies and gentlemen, it's kind of messy, isn't it? It's gonna be interesting now. Anyway, as you can see, oh yeah, we'll discover everything later. I spoiled you some detail, and I apologize, but it was just to make, small talk. And hope you enjoy. And we're gonna see you very, very soon. Later!